Alright, everybody, welcome back to some more Sercacraft. It is I, Xilestar, and today, all the doors are finished now. Look at that. Door. Eh. Door. And door. And eh. Door. So yeah, so I did it all. I think this releases it. Yeah, and then this one will actually seal up the door. So hooray. So those are all done. And not to mention, though, that I have them now stored into this shulker box. So they are all like that. And now what we're going to do is we're going to do this. Break it open. We're going to do this just so that I don't accidentally delete it. And this time, we're still going to be sticking towards 1.19. The difference is that we are going to be teleporting to the secret rooms. Yay! The secret rooms! So what does this mean? We need to create blah, blah, blah. I'm going to need another shulker box. Doesn't really matter where I put it, to be fair. So the secret rooms that we need to create, and plus I also forgot about something, but we'll get to that in a minute. So one of the secret rooms is this one that's right over here, which is where we put our overpowered potions. So yeah, we need to be able to create an area in here in which that will allow us to teleport down below here, and also have one that's down here that will also teleport us up here. So there's that too. Most of the secret rooms are mirrored from one side to the other. So one is over here. So that means that on the opposite side, if we were to go super, super fast, there's one on this side too. So that's two rooms that we have to find a spot in which that we can teleport to those locations, but also be able to teleport back. And the same idea, that's right, put that one. Same idea for these two small rooms over here. This one won't take as long, but still, like, these also need to be here as well. So hooray for that. So those are those rooms, and then we have these rooms or areas over here. So yeah, and I think that's it. I think for this front area, there's nothing in here that we really need to worry about, and there's nothing in here. This I do have to create the door though. Or I do have to create a sign for here too. So yeah, we're gonna go do that as well. We're gonna create a door over here that will, or a teleport that will allow us to teleport to here as well. So that's that too. Over here also has some secret stuff too that we need to create teleport signs for. Just want to double check the entrance areas. Yeah, I think this is before I fixed that, so I'm definitely going to have to figure out how I fixed them. So those two, and there's also the blah, 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 the sort of safe room as well that we also need to create a teleport sign for. So there's a lot of locations, but for the most part, there's not that, like, this is more easy, like, this is much easier than the other one. The only difference is that you kind of want to have / game mode spectator to be on lockdown, so you definitely want it to be there. So let's see here. Where can I... Oh, okay, that's something else. Anyway, I think that's from the adventure mod. Let's see here. Ooh, I have an idea. So we can put the sign that teleports you to the upper area here. Because I could put a banner in the middle and that actually would look really cool. And then that banner will lead you to up here, and then, or that sign will lead you up here, and then somewhere up there it'll lead you down here. It's much easier to plan it up there than it is down here, because of course, well, like, how big is this? Like, how big is this area, and how am I gonna put stuff down? So there's that. For this area, I was thinking. Ooh, these areas might be different. Yeah. They are a bit different. Hmm. I mean, it's okay for those areas to have a unique entrance to them. So it's not that big of a deal. Like I was thinking of having it in on like these pillars kind of thing. Like having at least some banners on these pillars. So though like at the very least there's some color in here, but like over here it's a bit more of a challenge because then it's like, okay, where am I going to put a banner here? That's not going to be too suspicious of why it's there, right? So it makes kind of it makes a little bit of sense. And not to mention though that this one's going to be obvious because, well, in order for you to get into the rooms that are behind here, we're going to have teleport signs here. So that's not going to be that big of a deal. But hey, it's fine. And not to mention, actually, I did want to put more banners in here that actually came from my side. So for those upper areas, I could have it so though the bridge is where you get into it. So like have like this as the entrance. Oops. Have this as the entrances, maybe. I think that would look pretty cool because then you'd have a banner, let's say, on there, and it would look, yeah, that would look really good. All right, so those could be for the upper areas. For these bottom areas, I think my plan was to put it here, I think. I mean, I could put it higher, but I don't really want it too high because then it's going to be even more suspicious, like, why are these banners higher than the other ones? So yeah, so I think either there or up here, it's fine. Yeah, so those are good for that. So we have those two sides already planned out for this side. We have those two already planned. We have the bridge area, which is good because that's exactly what I want. We don't really have the bottom area over here. However, I do have a plan in mind for it. So what I was thinking was that we put banners here, and then we move that Pixelmon rocker ground type gym thing down here, and then only one of these will work to bring you into this room, and then the other one is just going to be a dud. You're going to be clicking and go, why isn't this doing anything? Or we have that as a quick way of getting over there so you don't have to crawl your way in, but it's fine. But this will definitely teleport you into here, and then obviously the opposite side is going to have somewhere that teleports you out, so there's that too. And then what we can do is we can have a sign in here that will allow it so though you don't have to actually like break these concrete powders, but that's fine. And then we can go with sign here, and then those will be like, and then one of them will teleport you inside here, and then same idea with this side, because I think that would be really cool. How come I get the feeling that I'm breaking, that I am breaking light blocks instead? I might have been breaking light blocks without even noticing it, but it's fine. I'll just put light blocks here, and I can check on the server and see if I'm actually doing it. Because if I am, I'll just put light blocks here and just call it a day then. So yeah, so those will, so this one and technically this one right over here will teleport you inside of those hidden rooms. And then for down here, we will have a command sign right here, which will teleport you to that safe room area. Then, of course, the safe room will have a teleport area that will teleport you back. So, anyway. At some point, I'm going to move the server back into single player temporarily, and I'm gonna change these into full smooth stone instead of having the slabs because I find it will look a lot better. Oh right, yeah, the armory also needs a way to get in too. I mean, technically, I could stash it into my room, which would make more sense. Oh, one more. Stash it into my room. That looked kind of weird. It looked like something was in there. It's really weird. I could try and like put it on the rafters and stuff like that, and then have it like put up here, kind of thing. I don't know. It looks pretty good. Okay, that's not what I wanted. All right, there we go. I think I need to tilt it. There we go. Tilting the microphone's a lot better than moving it. Anyway, yeah, so that's pretty good. Do we have every secret room already planned out where I want their signs to go? Because those will deal with that. These two are already planned, so it's not really that big of a deal. I'm just going to use oak signs. I'm not even going to bother changing the sign color. Or the sign type. Those two will deal with that. Those two are dealing with that. We already have the alchemy. We already have the safe room. Yeah, we have the safe room. And we have the two areas in the back. Yeah, so we have everything planned. Oh, the one door. There's actually one door in which that I forgot to include into the doors being closed kind of thing. You want to know what that is? The one door that I forgot is all the way over here. Yeah, I forgot to make a way that you can open up the door. So that'll be fun. So yeah, so I got to figure out. I might make the signs like right here so that this will open up the door. Either that or because I think that having them like here will be too obvious. But here it's not going to be as obvious. So like here will be like, let's say open, and here will be close. And then not to mention though that like the signs that are going to be here are going to be able to get rid of the floor so you can go into the end and then obviously be able to replace the floor. So there's that too. So we need you and you, which is just going to be fun. And bug, yes. The buggy mess. Hooray. I don't know why it does this though. It's weird. It's weird though because I have a fix for it. Is if I middle click again, it fixes it, which is weird. And it's not like, oh, it's just the command block that's doing it. I tried using template blocks, so like wool or something like that, just as a way of just getting that done, and it still did the exact same thing. It still gave me an error like that, so I don't know what it is, but it's something. There we go. That'll be for that area. And this will be for this front area, just so I can get that done. I'll just do that for now. So I'll be able to deal with those two signs and stuff like that. And this will deal with the alchemy area's teleportation. Actually, I should move it closer to where the sign actually is. So it'll be like right here then. And we have... like, this doesn't have anything that's pretty much secret. I think the only secret is pretty much like underneath here is where you're going to find the conduit that will allow you to go and do all the stuff. Or that allows you to, like, breathe underwater and such. That's all that it is. And over here... I'll put it right here because it makes more sense. And I'll put that there. Why not? Okay. And since all of these are this way, I'm just going to put that there. And I'll do this here too. Does that make sense? There's no hidden rooms over here. There's not even any hidden rooms above either. And this will lead to the armory, which is up here. So I'll just do this. There we go. Yeah, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to make... I'm probably just going to use the warped one behind a lot of these like water gym banners. And what I'm going to do with those is that it's going to teleport you into the fish tank. So that way, though, you can put like your axolotls, your fish, and all that stuff in there. I think that would be pretty cool. The only thing is that I don't know if you can put a banner inside in order for you to get out quickly enough. Yeah. Just trying to see if there's like anything else that... any other place in which I can like